Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido, and today we have our Champions Game rematch as the Verbank Plasma are looking to avenge their loss to the champion side that is the Sparkman Rockets, and that victory is what got them that shiny aesthetic for this season, and both these sides are coming in with a 3-3 record trying to get into the Elite Four. So with that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win. Will it be the Poison types? Will it be the Dark types? Let's go!
3, 2, 1, go!
And the Sparkman Rockets have seemingly refound themselves, having won their last 3 games as they start out with High Dragon and Samurott, who were on their roster last season. It will be the Alolan Muck and Brute Bonnet, their Terrestrial draft. They starting out for the Verbank Plasma. Muck was on the Plasma last season as well, and fittingly enough, every Pokemon on the field is actually a part Dark type. So you'd have to think the Plasma should know how to contend with the Sparkman Rockets, but it is going to be High Dragon with that speed control going for the shore up, and unfortunately it isn't full strength, so that is going to fail. Samurott, though, looking to do its part, is going to go with the Electro Shot. It is going to be absorbing this electricity and boosting that 100 base special attack here on the first turn. And this allows Brute Bonnet, though, to try and capitalize, laying the smack down onto Samurott. Gets some okay damage, but Muck is going to follow it up with the Darkest Lariat. This won't be very effective there onto High Dragon, and High Dragon is going to respond with the Extra Sensory. This normally wouldn't affect Brute Bonnet, but on this occasion it is super effective, doing massive damage, and it's followed up by that Electro Shot from Samurott. More massive damage being done to the Plasma. The flip turn, though, from Brute Bonnet, having enough of what just happened between it and High Dragon, it is not going to be very effective on Samurott, but it goes back to the bench, and out in its place is Tentacruel, as Muck is going to go with the Fiery Dance in response to what Samurott just did to it, but unfortunately it is not very effective. However, Tentacruel, now being the quickest Pokemon on the field, goes with the Bite. Very little damage though being done to High Dragon, who responds with the Mist, making it so the Sparkman Rockets surely will not be having their stats lowered by the Verbank Plasma whilst that's in play, but Samurott is going to go for the Gust, changing its attention to Tentacruel now, allowing Muck to go for the Agility. It is going to give it a massive speed boost. You have to wonder if it'll be quicker than the Sparkman Rockets though, and it's now actually the quickest on the field as it goes for the Stockpile. It is going to boost those defenses, both physical and special here, as it stockpiles 1. It does have that 100 base special defense, as Tentacruel is going to go for the Low Sweep. This will be super effective there onto High Dragon, getting a really good connection, as High Dragon is going to go for the Lava Plume, doing damage to everybody on the field, but it's not very effective, thankfully, on its teammate Samurott, and not very effective on Tentacruel, but it's left Muck with that Burn that is going to do passive damage, but also lower that attack status. The Hex follow-up from Samurott there onto Tentacruel, get some good damage there as that Burn is afflicting Muck down on the field, as Muck is going to go with the Rise in Voltage. This will be super effective onto Samurott, getting the elimination, giving the Verbank Plasma that early lead with that super effective move. That could be massive as Tentacruel follows it up with the Growth. It is going to boost that physical attack as well as that special attack here. It is much more of a specially defensive Pokemon, and High Dragon with the Pluck is going to eliminate Muck with that critical hit, stealing its Leper Berry in the process. Figuring that Muck has no use for it now, High Dragon is going to chow down on that Leper Berry, restoring its PP in the process, but also leveling the playing field, as out comes Iron Thorns for the Sparkman Rockets. We know it will be Brute Bonnet coming back out for the Plasma, and we're going to have 2 Terrestrial Pokemon here on the field going head to head, as Iron Thorns is going to take on that Dark type and truly embracing that this season. But you have to think the Plasma will still have the speed control thanks to Tentacruel being on the field, and that they do, as Tentacruel is going to go for the Blaze Kick. Not very effective though on High Dragon, thanks to that part Dragon typing. High Dragon is going to go with the round, still focusing its attention in on Brute Bonnet. They want Brute Bonnet off this field because it can be so hard to take down. The Psych Up though first from Iron Thorns. It is going to try and copy any stat changes that Brute Bonnet would have had. However, it is going to go and set up the Sandstorm. This is very questionable by Brute Bonnet, because this is actually going to hit everybody on the field. Tentacruel being the first to take that damage, but Brute Bonnet probably has the lowest amount of health on the field at the moment, as well as Iron Thorns actually only just takes its first damage there, but Brute Bonnet has been put into knockout range thanks to that Storm, but the Bleak Wind Storm is going to eliminate High Dragon from this matchup. Tentacruel has finally taken down the Dark Dragon type Iron Thorns, though, with the Ice Shard, trying to take down Brute Bonnet. It is unsuccessful. This allows Brute Bonnet to set up a Tailwind before the Sandstorm will surely take it out of the matchup. And with that tailwind being set up, surely whoever the Sparkman Rockets send out will not be quicker than Tentacruel. But with that said, Brute Bonnet has just been eliminated from this matchup, so it is now a 4v4 matchup. This is still anybody's game in this Champions Game rematch, as that Sandstorm is still on the field here. That Mist, though, has disappeared from the side of the Sparkman Rockets, and it is Toxtricity in its low key form coming out for the Plasma. It's going to be Greninja coming out for the Rockets, but Tentacruel is still faster, allowing it to go for the Zing Zap. Super effective, massive damage being done to Greninja. Toxtricity follows up with the Bulk Up, not going for the elimination of Greninja. They do not want to contend with a Battle Bond Greninja, as those physical stats get boosted for Toxtricity. Greninja looking to capitalize, goes with the Poison Sting, but unfortunately this is not very effective on Tentacruel. Iron Thorns will look to do its part after that critical hit, going with the Roar. This is going to send Tentacruel back to the bench. They do not want to contend with it for the time being. Out in its place, it is going to be the Cantonian Muck, after we saw the Alolan Muck earlier on in this matchup. And there is that Sandstorm still doing damage to everybody on the field, but surely it's actually going to put Greninja into knockout range. That is massive. The Verbeck and Plasma seemingly in full control at the moment, as they have the speed control. The Dragon Darts from Toxtricity. First connection on Iron Thorn, second connection on Greninja, getting the elimination as well. Greninja's been taken out of the matchup, and it's followed up by the Horn Drill from Muck, connecting with the Oko to take out Iron Thorns from this matchup. It is all of a sudden, after that huge play, become a 4 versus 2 matchup with the advantage on the side of the Plasma, but unfortunately they still have to contend with that Sandstorm doing damage to them. But they have benefited from that tailwind the Brute Bonnet set up before it left the matchup, as out comes Weal for the Rockets, and it is going to be joined by Meowscarada here on the field. And Weal is exerting that pressure over the Plasma, but they still have the speed control, so the Night Phase from Toxtricity, unfortunately not very effective there on Meowscarada, but Muck is quicker than both Meowscarada and Weal as well, going for the Spit Up, but it was the Alolan Muck that did the stockpile earlier, so unfortunately that does fail, allowing Weal to go with the Quick Attack, get some okay damage there onto Muck as Meowscarada follows it up with the Psybeam. This will be super effective. Massive connection there onto Toxtricity as the Sandstorm does subside, and the Tailwind has petered out, which is great for the Sparkman Rockets, because now they have the speed control. And we get the Frost Breath from Weal. It's a critical hit and gets the elimination of Toxtricity. That is exactly what the Rockets need to make sure that the Plasma didn't run away with this. Meowscarada follows it up with the Volt Switch. It definitely won't go back to the bench. Gets some okay damage there on Muck, who does go with the Confuse Ray, focusing in on Weal here, hoping that it will be doing damage to itself if it is unable to shake off that confusion. But first, Tentacruel is coming back out onto the field here, and Weal, with that speed control, needs to shake off this confusion, but it is unsuccessful. It does do decent damage to itself as well. Meowscarada having to do some heavy lifting, goes with the growth, so it is going to boost that physical attack that is a base 110, as well as that special attack. Tentacruel, though, with the Slam, however, that is going to be avoided by Meowscarada, and Muck is going to go for the Brine, focusing in on that confused Weal, who is still in a confused state, unfortunately for the Rockets. Needs to shake it off, but for the second time in a row, it is unsuccessful, doing more damage to itself. Meowscarada is going to go for the Iron Head, but Tentacruel is able to hold on after that not very effective move, but it's flinched. That could be crucial, as Muck is going to go for the Astonish onto Meowscarada. Very little damage though with that not very effective move. And Weal has snapped out of its confusion, allowing it to go for the Seed Bomb, but instead of eliminating Tentacruel, it connects with that not very effective move onto Muck. Meowscarada, however, is going to go for the Crush Grip, and Tentacruel still hanging on barely by a thread, allows it to go for the Scale Shot on the Meowscarada. This multi-hit move connects with the first one, connects with the second one. It will lower its defenses to do this, but it knows it's got no defense to work with now after connecting with those 3 moves. But it's boosted its speed. If it can move quicker than the Sparkman Rockets, that could be massive for Tentacruel. But first, Muck is going to go and set up the Solar Beam, so on this turn it is going to absorb the light. The Rockets need to decide who they go for, but Tentacruel has the speed advantage, goes with the Icy Wind, connecting with both Rockets, putting Meowscarada in knockout range with that super effective move. Not very effective on Weal, however, it's lowered the speed of both Weal and Meowscarada. This could be massive for the Plasma, however, Weal is still quicker than Muck, allowing it to go for the Leaf Storm, and that is a drastically powerful move to take down Tentacruel. That might have been a little bit excessive by Weal, lowering its special attack in the process. Meowscarada is going to go with the Leafage here onto Muck. Gets a great connection, but not enough to get the elimination, which allows Muck to finish up the Solar Beam after that not very effective move. And that is not very effective on Meowscarada, but effective enough to get the job done, as out comes Glamora, the last Pokemon for the Verbank Plasma, and immediately it goes with the Hydro Pump to eliminate Weavile from this matchup and gives the Verbank Plasma the victory over the champion side. The Plasma have avenged their loss, and will we see these sides meet yet again in Victory Road, as the Plasma have now moved up into 5th place, 1 spot out of the Elite Four, and next round they will be going up against the Lava Ridge Flare, who are in the Elite Four. But as I catch my breath, it will be the Rockets next round, having a bye, but after that, they also will be going to Hoenn to take on the Sootopolis Aqua. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.